Hello guys and welcome to a new video. I didn't think I'd ever do this type of video, but I'm doing this purely because I think a lot of people want to know which is the kind of best Battle Royale type or style of game. I say in this video, everything is my opinion. I've pulled things from reviews on Steam about these games and, other general community thoughts on these three games. These three games consist of PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, H1Z1 King of the Kill, and Fortnite Battle Royale. All of these are in the same genre and play very similarly. First of all, we're going to start off by talking about PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. This launched in March of 2017 on Early Access on Steam. And it's selling for a price of around $26.99 in the UK, and I think it's around $30 in the US, correct me if I'm wrong. A bit of context on the game. The developer is called Brendan PlayerUnknown Green. He worked on a Battlegrounds mod for Armored 2 DayZ. After that he went to Daybreak and helped make King of the Kill. Once he was finished there, he decided to go off and make PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, which, as everyone knows, has blown up massively. In my opinion, I think it's attractive because PlayerUnknown Battleground is really easy to understand and it's straightforward. For example, after one match, you can pick up the basic premise and tone of the game. I also think it's a lot more streamlined, and by streamlined I mean it limits what players can do, so they have to think tactically. Other games in this genre either like bog you down with distractions that can take you out of the tactical thinking, or they're just non-stop action with no time to consider what you're doing. However, when you do go into these games and you do get a taste of victory, or a near taste of victory, it feels good to be rewarded with the points. I forgot the currency name, it's probably on screen. But you're always craving something more. You're always like wanting to get this rare item, and you just keep working for that item. But sometimes it can be a drag when you played extremely well and you get given a common item. The developer Bluehole is promising to finish it this year, but for now it is in its current state buggy and twitchy. It has its often crashes and things like that. I mean, personally, I've had a bug which it failed to reload my weapon when it was empty, and there's also other missing functionalities like a small fence could cause you death because mantling isn't in the game yet, or you have to shoot your gun and gives away your position. It can really affect your gameplay and the outcome of the match. Another problem as well at the minute is the streamers. Not all streamers, but there is a large majority of streamers claiming false stream sniping, and the developer is banning players because of this. And I don't think that's very fair personally. I think there should be better systems in place. Not that I know of any. Maybe you could recommend some in the comments, but I personally don't know any. So enough about PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, moving on to H1Z1 King of the Kill. Now, this game was released in February of 2016 on Early Access. In the UK, it sells on Steam for about £15. In the US, I think it's around $20. Again, don't know if that's exactly right, but, On the surface, though, King of the Kill and Battlegrounds are the same game. You drop into a massive map, you look for gear, and you try to take everyone out while trying to stay alive in the safe zone. Again, it makes sense that they're so similar because they were both made or spawned from PlayerUnknown. But anyone who's spent a significant amount of time with both can tell you King of the Kill and Battlegrounds are totally different games. PUBG is going for like a military sim style of play, and it's close to like Armour. Whereas King of the Kill is a lot more action arcade, and it's more on the spectrum of like COD sort of thing. I know that's two completely different games, but I'm trying to make a comparison. King of the Kill's matches are non-stop chaos. it can have up to 200 people in a map. So you're always going to have action wherever you go, from start to finish, really. However, PUBG is more about making tough decisions regarding, like, for example, if you use a loud car in certain circumstances. However, in King of the Kill, you can almost always want to use a car, because you can just roll up to stragglers, jump out, and kill them and move on. I think that style is going to appeal to some people more, but I think that it makes for a less interesting experience, in my opinion. King of the Kill doesn't have a lot of downtime to go with its intense moments. You don't have time to think because it's just go, go, go all the time. We're always doing something important. But when King of the Kill does pause for a second, it's so you can craft items like armor, explosives, and medical supplies. And I think that distracts it from what makes the genre special in the first place. And while I do like the dedication to like tactical shooting and gear in PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, I do like the skins and like the customization you can have in King of the Kill. However, I think one real problem of King of the Kill is its potential. When the game exits early access and gets a couple dozen more updates, it will probably have the same core action pack loop. You know, drop in, get weapons, shoot, win or die. As broken as PlayerUnknown Battleground currently is, it has passed the H1Z1 King of the Kill, and it's still got a lot of space to grow and improve. That doesn't mean no one should choose King of the Kill over PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. You just need to decide whether you want the emotional up and down of Bluehole's game or the relentless shootathon, which is H1Z1 King of the Kill. And finally, we're going to move on to Fortnite. This was released in July of 2017. Again, this game is in early access and it is currently free to play as of September 26th. So 3 days it's been free to play, and it has squads, meaning you can play with your friends, etc, etc. So, a bit of context. In early September, Epic Games revealed that it was adding a new mode to its building defensive game Fortnite called Battle Royale. It is really close to PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, that Bluehole has even said it was considering taking legal action against the game itself. However, Fortnite is a relatively solid gaming experience. It does have the same premise like H1Z1 and PUBG. You know, around 100 players landing online and find weapons and outlast everyone until, you know, you die or you win. I think the biggest change in Fortnite compared to the other games in this genre is the fact that you can build. You can use Fortnite's structural crafting tools. At any time, as long as you have the resources, you can build shacks, towers, stairs, things like that. Fortnite puts a lot of emphasis on finding like rare loot. You can find a shotgun or rifle like easily, but you'll always want to keep an eye out for more powerful weapons in rarity. You get common, uncommon, and it goes up from there until you get to epic, which I think is a purple. Or it's an orange, which is legendary, I'm not sure. Despite those changes, most matches will end up feeling a lot like PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. You'll drop in from the flying school bus thing, look for loot, get geared up, and head to the safe zone. Along the way, you'll try and kill anyone you come across and hope that you get a strong position to take on the last remaining players. To be fair, I think Fortnite Battle Royale's biggest issue at the moment isn't what's missing, it's that what's there isn't as enticing as what the competition has to offer. Fortnite's physics are a lot more forgiving and arcadey than H1Z1 and PUBG, sorry. And it does fit with the animated like aesthetics and the style of the game. I think as more people play the game, the building could make a bigger difference as the best players figure out how to use it. Even in that case, however, Fortnite may give players more tools to survive, but I don't think it will be as interesting as the limitations PUBG forces on its players. That to me is what makes it more interesting and intense, in my opinion. Not to say that Fortnite doesn't have these moments, but it'll be in the odd games here and there, and it won't be a struggle to survive all the time. You can chill out sometimes, you can breathe, you can take in, you know, the environment. It does have a lot more dynamic structures than PUBG, which does make it interesting. You got mazes, you got farms, you got a toilet factory, which I was in at the start of the video, and it's things like that which make the game interesting. But after playing the same map for, you know, over and over, it's not going to make a difference. I'd say, in my opinion, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds is still the best game to get. It's special in its own ways, even if it is broke in certain ways. I think every match you play in PUBG is a learning experience that you can apply to each lesson for your next round. You know, by going at it once again. I think PUBG has found the magic in putting limitations on the players that play, and it has really shown the potential of the concept of Battle Royale games, which H1Z1 and Fortnite haven't yet done. Not to say Fortnite and H1Z1 are bad games. I think some people might find those games more appealing for specific reasons. Fortnite is more visually alluring, and H1Z1 has a faster pace and focus on action. But I think PUBG I would recommend that to anyone, because I think once they try it, you'll see why everyone's going a bit crazy for it. I think that's it for today's video, guys. Leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments. Tell me what you think and why. Am I wrong? Do you like which game, you know? Do you like Fortnite better? I don't know. Tell me. Talk to me in the comments. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.